I was 7 when the earthquake hit Nepal in 2015. I was in class and everything started shaking. The windows were cracked and the ground started moving. It was terrifying, but I found some comfort thinking we're all going through this together. But that wasn't really true. Some places got help really fast, but we didn't. We waited for days. Helicopters flew over us, but none of them landed. It felt like we didn't exist. So when I read the New York Times article by David Pearson, Barry Wang, and Bhadra Sharma about the recent earthquake in Tibet, it resonated very deeply with me. They wrote that frantic rescue efforts were being conducted without heavy equipment, and temperatures dropped to below 5 degrees Fahrenheit. I remember what it's like to be cold, scared, and waiting. And I also remember what it's like to wonder if help will ever come. They said over 1,000 homes were damaged, but what stood out most to me was how slow the help actually came. That's what I've learned about disasters. The earthquake doesn't decide who suffers the most. Humans and the inequality we've built around us do. We focus on the rescue, on the headline, but not on the people that are still waiting for help. So what should we do about it? We should pay attention to the places that get ignored, support the groups that actually reach these rural areas, and stop acting like some lives matter less because they're far away or poor or quiet, because they don't.